All right, so not a very important video, but I think maybe a few people could find this to be really interesting, and it could give you a lot, something to really sink your teeth into. Okay, so I want to talk about one show or one book that's been turned into a show in particular. A Song of Ice and Fire, which is a Game of Thrones show. This show has really opened my eyes up recently to a lot of things. This show features a lot of fallen angels, okay? And it's in a realm where I don't know, they seem to have the potential for more heroics than in this realm. In this realm, they just manifest as supermodels and kind of just sit there. But in this this realm that George R.R. Martin has written about, they seem to have more potential for these great victories against evil. So it's very interesting because a lot of these a character in one show will be another. It's same the entity that it is an avatar of in another show. You will have an avatar from that same entity. So, for instance, in a Game of Thrones, what's his name? It's the guy who tortures Theon Greyjoy. I forget his name. What is it? Anyways, so it's you can look it up and find him, but my brain's not working at 100% right now. But anyways, so he's also Tony Soprano. Okay, he's also Godric from True Blood. These shows have really captured these people, or at least one side of these people. Okay, Game of Thrones is capturing the sick, demented side of Gabriel. But The Sopranos captures more of the conflicted side, good and evil. It's hard to tell whether he's good or evil, type of thing. So that's what a lot of these shows are about. A lot of it is about who's good, who's evil. These are end times, and it's very important. Okay, now this show, this Game of Thrones show, has single-handedly morphed a lot of these fallen angels from heel to hero in my eyes. Okay? Because remember, no matter what happens to these heroes, whether the enemy rots their mind out and, takes them over for themselves or whatever, it happened because they're a hero. It happened because they stepped up and took a risk and tried to fight against this evil. And I'm saying it may have gone completely horribly wrong for them. They may, now I'm saying be a slave to that same evil they were trying to go attack, but the fact remains that it was the reason for it happening, the initial reason for it happening, it was because they were a hero, and maybe they were stupid, maybe they shouldn't have tried to go against such incredible power like some of these demons possess. But either way, they're heroes. Okay. So anyways, so yeah, that's definitely changed. Another thing that's done an incredible amount of damage to the case that the fallen angels are, all gonna burn or whatever, is the depiction of Michael against the dragon. The dragon isn't Satan, okay? It's just not. That is an outer being. That is Azathoth. And we already know there's no chance Azathoth is going to make it. Okay? And Satan, I mean, if you take that away, which has been taken away now, if you take that, the fact that Satan is the dragon away, he's really not that fucked up. I mean, compared to what these other creatures out here, Satan is really not bad. There's a lot of good things about him. And here's another thing. Do you know how bad he could be? Do you know how naughty Satan could be if he wanted to be? At this point, if he was really that fucked up in the head, now he wouldn't have let him gotten this far. If his soul was that corrupted. But yeah, if he wanted to, he could be doing damn near as much damage as this fucking Nyarlathotep or Yog-Sothoth or whoever. Okay. But it's interesting because, I've heard Satan almost killed Cthulhu before. God had to step in and save Cthulhu so you have to wonder really, what's going on with these fallen angels. I think a lot of them fell because, like, in my situation right now, I can totally understand where they're coming from. A lot of them fell. I don't agree, but I can totally jive with it and feel where they're coming from. But they feel like God is not hard enough on these forces of evil. They know that God could basically snap his fingers. Well, maybe not just snap his fingers, but if God wanted to, he could imprison all these evil spirits in the universe. Okay? And the universe could be like God's jail. But he's not going to do that. You see how he's doing it. Y'all see how this is being done. Okay? Extremely non-threatening. Well, in certain aspects, it's horrifying to these demons, and maybe I shouldn't even use that word anymore. But then in other aspects, it's nothing. This is nothing to them. What, me getting 6 views, 7 views, 20 views? No. So now, if me and these demons had our way, some of these demons, those people would all be imprisoned and in the Germany 1939 to 1945 type work camps right now. Okay? But anyways, that's not, that's just not how God is going to do it. And a lot of these fallen angels may have that same gripe with them that I don't really have, but, I gotta wonder, why is he letting them still roam around and cause chaos when, like, their soul belongs to me? That's not, I don't know. So anyways, back to these HBO shows. So, you have the Game of Thrones, which is written by one of the 12 pre-existential beings. Ouroboros, a being of infinity, the snake eating its own tail. Okay? Now, he's one of the old gods in that show. The new god is Azathoth. The 7, that's Azathoth. Okay? And so we see how Azathoth works in this realm as Joe Biden. He's this liberal, super, yeah, oh, I love you guys, acting like he's on your side, but really, and acting like he's this great person, but yeah, we really know what the fuck is going on. He's a corrupt, malignant being. And so in that realm, the supreme god isn't the god of this realm, okay? That realm probably wasn't created by God. This realm, I think God created this realm. So in this realm, you're going to have more holy archangels in power. They're going to be able to get to power easier. In that realm, nah, not really. They're not subversive enough. They're not, their soul isn't corrupt enough, okay, for them to really achieve much in a realm created by Azathoth. However, you see with these fallen angels, they don't fall victim as big, that big of a victim, some of them, to this cosmic evil, you know, including the one that created their realm. They still hold on to some of their morals, some of their beliefs, and you really just have to wonder, yeah, how evil a fallen angel like Cat Granolus is. No, not Cat Granola, Cat Granolus. Glacia Labilus, okay? That's Arya Stark, that's Drake. Yeah, you have to just, I don't know, and you could see why they maybe fell. You know, Arya Stark in that show, she's kind of a psychopath. She's a wild animal. You know, she's a tomboy to end all tomboys. Yeah, so it's definitely just really changed my perspective on who the fuck is going to burn and who's not. Now, in that show, you do have some fallen angels who have fallen victim to this cosmic evil, and it wasn't due to any initial burst of heroism or anything like that. Like, it's just, they're fucked up, okay? This is the way it goes. Not everybody is going to be, you know, as hard to judge as some of these fallen angels. Some of them are just nasty as fuck. So anyways, so that's the video. Not a great video, but I figure some of y'all out there may find this interesting. It'll give you plenty of shit to watch. I mean, there's plenty of Sopranos episodes, and if there's any character in any one of these shows that you want to know who they are, by all means ask. I'll try to figure it out. So anyways,